This is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Talks about niggas Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more.
Yo, good morning. Wall Street Pete, sit down in crypto. Good morning, Mr. Selder. Good morning, Mr. Hydro Watt. How are you doing this early morning? It is January 30th, just approximately 9 o'clock Eastern time. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hit the like and subscribe. All-time subscribers, 1.71. This bad boy just keeps jumping. It's almost like the U.S. debt, right? We just keep climbing and climbing. No, it's a really bad analogy and joke. Wall Street Pete, signaling crypto, going over the crypto news, technical analysis every day for you. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, well, come on over. Let's go. We talk about the markets. If you're interested in the S&P, we could do that too. But not many people really talk in the super chat about that. So we do what you're interested in. 88 Cardano. We talk enough about this on the channel. 24 hours outperforms Bitcoin. Solana. Why? Well, for one reason, because of the volume, right? Volume's very important. I've been talking about slow and steady wins the race for this particular asset for a long time, but according to our analysis of sentiment, Cardano's volume increased from 294 roughly million to 520. That's a big jump. So the surge here implies that there was a lot of buying and selling since the price had prominently increased. It suggested that buyers were the ones driving the market. Now, spot buy is very important, but you do know that, obviously. I said that word wrong, obviously. But you know what's going on here as we pay attention to Cardano. We're going to talk about Solana. We're going to talk about, what else did we say? Ethereum and Bitcoin. So let's get into it. But I wanted to give you some of the news because Cardano seemed to be moving. It's nothing really crazy, right? We always talk about Cardano's surge and then it stops and it's like, well, that was it. That's what's going to happen and continue until one of these days it does pop and it doesn't stop. We'll talk about XRP in the future if you're interested. But as crypto market recovers, scammers target exchange token listings. Now, there's some big news coming on because Binance, obviously we know, has changed up. And the BNB, well, yee-hee. I'd like to reveal a scam, which has happened quite often. And it was basically for their LinkedIn account, but I have long forgotten the password. But this is what's been happening, so pay close attention as this is not real. Taken to Twitter, and she was just basically explaining to people that, well, if you hear from me, it's a scam, most likely. And it said, what'd you say? Oh, please be wary of those who claim to be close to me and discuss with you about investments or listing. There was a scam going on where they took over her LinkedIn account and other things and got pretty bad. And this is another reason why I don't mess with WhatsApp and all these Telegram and things. I know they could be useful and they could be helpful, but I really hate this kind of scammy Binance titled groups on WhatsApp. This gives you crypto a bad name, and not you, crypto. And it's true because there's so many things that give crypto a bad name. We don't need to keep repeating all of it. But Binance partners, moving on, Swiss banks for enhanced crypto custody. We know that Binance US and Binance, they were having issues with the U.S. customers and trading, and you could no longer use your card, debit, credit card, or your bank account linked to add into the crypto space for Binance, and you would only be able to do crypto-to-crypto exchange. So that was a big deal. Now they're getting into Swiss banking institutions. This is pretty good for Binance US going forward. So this will be positive going forward. I hope you understand what has happened there. So Binance now allows larger traders to keep their assets elsewhere. So big news going forward in the crypto space. Almost finished with the crypto news, and we can go on with the TA, the most important part. Excuse me, this morning I'm trying to warm up and get going myself as I'm sputtering over words here. Crypto.com spot trading volume soars, surpassing Kraken and KuCoin. Can it overtake Binance next? We were just talking about Binance. And I do believe there's a possibility, but Crypto.com does secure 29, almost 30 billion in spot trading volume so far this January. So you can only imagine how important and what a big number that is. So Crypto.com takes a leg to the upside today. Congratulations to that. And going forward, as we talk about the crypto news, Bitcoin total crypto market cap is back above 1.66. And lots to talk about in the technical world, right? Talking about trading. Hit the like button if you've yet to do so. If you've not hit the like button right now is the time. We're switching over to technical analysis. I hope you enjoy this part of the video. Wall Street Pete goes live and talks about many things, but 110 to be precise. We need to break it in dollar daily candle, 110 above this price here. As you can see, if Solana goes above and finishes one daily candle, as we have 10 hours and 2 minutes to do something like that, you can see how the 108 might be hitting resistance and what we're talking about here going forward. But there is lots to talk about, as 122 seemed to be a top. My next price for Solana was 140, in the 144 to be exact. There it is. I had 144 exactly, and there is a reason for it going forward on a smaller time frame. But I do expect that to occur. Solana probably next big resistance, as you can see here, and then coming forward, flipping from resistance to support to resistance, the exact opposite what you want to happen. So what you want here is to hit resistance and then flip this $1.40, turn it into support. And if that does start happening, you'll understand there was a big cup and handle that performed. Come down, retrace as we're probably getting now, come up, finally, eventually breaking. What'll happen is it'll go up and then come down, and we'll just find support. That'll be a very bullish moment for Solana. That'll actually be one of the first triggers of showing no signs of maybe consolidation, but I'm talking about a correction. So we're staying away from the correction side of things. So Solana could do something similar to this. Big cup and handle, as you can see, already happening. Got my indicators on here, so it kind of makes it difficult to see the price action. But I do expect perhaps more resistance coming until we break. If we do somehow break this, I'll be surprised, as we are overbought already. I do expect a big fall. We've been talking about this forever, and perhaps we do finally hit the 71.81. Last chance, probably your last chance to buy Solana at the cheapest price in the $70 range. This is a 50% pullback, matching the Bitcoin pullback that we speak of. So getting into the Bitcoin run and talking about the Solana together, I was looking at the weekly, and the weekly was huge because I said we do have to break above the 44,169. How important Bitcoin would be. Please smash that like button. We're giving you information that big institutions, big people do not want you to know about. So if you could hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. It helps the volume, the algorithm. It feels like volume. Algorithm is volume, right? Coming into the space for YouTube. So if we could break above, you can see how important a weekly candle would be for that. It's really just a daily right now, currently hitting resistance exactly as predicted almost. We can't get any closer than that. Maybe perhaps we do hit it, but I did tell you, be careful. Please be super careful. We could drive all the way up to about 45,000, but that would be it. I don't think it would finish a daily candle above that, and that, therefore, in 10 hours, we would basically be bouncing down. So please be very careful for this bull trap here. Very scary because it can come all the way down to 36,000 Bitcoin. Trying to keep you updated this morning. I wanted to go over a couple things now. I wanted to go over the S&P, maybe a couple different things here as my mouth gets dry. Look at that. Look at that beautiful hammer curl. Holy shiznick. This is a hammer. Hammer for sure. Very bullish pattern here coming right here, and it all started right here. Go check it out. You can see your hammer patterns, or whatever you want to call them. But this is a very bullish hammer candle, and that's exciting because you can see the S&P starting to make headway too, hitting resistance exactly as the rest of this is Bitcoin. Excuse me. I meant to go to the S&P. Holy shiznick, I didn't mean to do that. That's a hammer curl. That's a hammer right here. It matches the same thing S&P. Here it is. So Bitcoin's hammer candle. Excuse me. I keep saying it like a chart. Same kind of thing. A little smaller though, but it did get that upside. So that's insane. I had to watch the S&P. You can see what it says here. One of my indicators. It says that the uptrend is getting weak here. I don't know if you see that. But uptrend is getting weak on this indicator I love very much. It's the S&P. So we might get a little bit of a fall here coming in, but you can see what the S&P has been doing, creating new higher highs, all-time highs to be exact. fact, pretty exciting to see that happen. We talked about this years ago, how we could come down and do this. You could see what's happening, and we really did talk about this S&P. We got this right. We did a good job. I'm really impressed with this upward W momentum. We talked about hitting that finally and breaking. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. This is what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. You will finally find the resistance breaking. I do think that once we break this, we'll build it into support at 44.1. When we're doing that, that is when we're excited for the next leg up. Same thing with Solana. I was talking about that. But I want to get into Ethereum. It seems like the only one I've not talked about yet. And you can see what's happening. We're getting some weak momentum here. Looking at a daily candle for Ethereum. Coming down now. If we keep coming down on the daily, we'll eventually be at the oversold zone. So it looks like to be getting oversold before any other asset. Ethereum may be really on a move on the next move to the leg. Let's say the next leg up, not the next move. It sounds funky. But the next move up for Ethereum seems to be really exciting. But you can see what's going on right now. The trend is to the downside, perfectly to the downside. We're talking about Ethereum, and we're getting indicators just like all the other ones I use. I keep them on here, and you can see here, what does this say? Well, this is a lot. This is a daily. Uptrend is weak. Uptrend is weak. We're getting that multiple times, and the more and more times you get that, the more and more time you're going to break. And what's happening? Well, the exponential moving average is getting super tight here. So I'm actually expecting a huge fall, huge crash here, all the way down to 18.99, perhaps for Ethereum. And I do have an order to buy, and I hope we do get there. Of course, I'm being greedy. Some people don't want this to happen. I'm sorry. I know you want your obvious gains to go up. But we're talking about technical analysis this morning, getting past the 10-minute mark, 11 minutes. I really would like to close this around that time. But pay close attention to what's happening here. Same thing with all of the big patterns. I got such a mess up here, and I apologize. Maybe I'll clean it up for the next video. But if you can see what's happening, definitely the uptrend is getting weak. My indicators are telling me, just like when we were finding out, right? Look, just like we got the same indicator to the upside, right? The downtrend is getting weak. I love this indicator. So we'll talk about this going into the future. Maybe this will help you out. Be a subscriber. I got a lot of new subscribers. You can see the EMA trend right here. The ribbon flips bullish, and that's what I'm kind of looking, but except we're doing the opposite. I'm trying to tell you that the band here is flipping bearish to the down. So once that flips, it's an automatic downside. This is also confirming everything I've been saying every day, looking at a bounce equivalent to what Bitcoin's doing at 44,000. Same kind of thing for Ethereum. And you can see the double top M pattern somewhere around the 2438. We could rise all the way through. You'll get super excited, and this will be a false reading. So please be very careful. My name is Wall Street Pete, Sicko in crypto. Used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange right here, where everyone's screaming and yelling and trading. I love this place. I miss this place so much. Really, it's the people. I miss the people. When I think about the floor and I think about the excitement, I think about millions of dollars, and I think about everything being traded here in this crazy environment. People screaming and yelling, right? Seven bid, and you're selling. That's bid is buying, but I meant to say 7 bid would be like this. You would see my fingernails. It's on the inside. It means I'm buying. The top of my head, I think, was per 10, so it would be 70 right here. 2 would be sideways. If you did 5, it would be 5. Sell this way, buy this way, buy, sell, right? 5. 50 would be on my head, all 5 or whatever. Sideways is the number plus 5, 6, 8. So you're learning signs, how to trade. Imagine that across the ring. You would have a badge. Mine would be WSP, Wall Street Pete. Wall Street Pete, I traded natural gas, 50 barrels at whatever price in the futures, options, contracts, whatever you did. This is wild. This is what we would do. And you would have a position, it's called, right? XRP, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. And you're trading on leverage on all of them. And say, derivatives or leverage. And you have all these open positions. You have to buy and sell each one at the end of the day, or you're going to be going home stressed out looking at the market like, oh, fuck. Now, it closed, so there was less volatility, but you have to understand, this is where we worked. This is the fun we had. It was a wild place. I want you to know that this is why the channel exists. This is where we're from, and this is exactly why. None of this would exist if Wall Street Pete really didn't work on Wall Street. So just want everybody to know that. I appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate the subscribers. I can't believe we're at 1.71K subscribers. You guys hear the words coming out of my mouth? We are at 1.71K subscribers. Could you imagine putting a 0 to that? I can't. The things that we could do on this channel if we had that size would be Mr. Beast of crypto. I'm not kidding. I am not a person who takes money. I love to give more than take. You ask people on Christmas. I really do. I hope you guys have a fantastic morning. I hope this video did help you. None of it is financial advice. This is Gentleman Twice as Nice. Have a wonderful day. Wall Street Pete gives you the best vibes, best wishes. Have a wonderful day. Please just hit that like. Thank you. Nice to see you, Josh. I see you in there, brother.